I brought my wife to the UK to reconcile with her boyfriend. My wife and I have come a long way. I was the first man in my wife's life. I left Nigeria for Italy when I was just 21. I traveled by road to Italy and it was not a funny one. I recently got married to my wife after 17 years apart. Now, when I was living in Italy, there's nothing I didn't hear about my girlfriend. I practically paid her school fees to the university. I was taking care of her the best way I knew how to. A lot of people were telling me that she does hook up, she's following men. But what do you expect? I left Nigeria for so long. I'm not expecting her to be faithful and be waiting for me all these years. A lot of my friends were against our marriage and I regret not listening to them. Myself, I've been in different relationships all these years. I've been outside the country. So I'm not expecting my girlfriend to be faithful and be waiting for me all these years. But at least I expected her to be decent. I knew in my heart of hearts that she was going to be my wife no matter what people say. So about 5 years ago, I came back to Nigeria after I had gotten my papers after years of living in this country. I didn't get my papers 5 years ago. I only decided to come back 5 years ago after many years abroad. I finally met with her. The love and everything was still there. Not getting married to her is not an option because this lady has waited for me for over 15 years. She has practically gotten old waiting for me. I was not going to leave her for anybody because I promised her marriage and that's exactly what I was going to do. Even though my friends were telling me a lot of things about her, I didn't mind. I still loved her regardless. So even before coming to Nigeria and getting married to her, I was planning to leave Italy to come to the UK or US. I had tried America before. America didn't work out, so I had plans to try the UK. So she was happy when I told her. Immediately I started working her papers to come to the UK alone, not even as a couple or anything, from Nigeria direct to the UK. So when I got back, I started processing my paper as well. Luckily for us, she got a sponsorship very easy. It was as if luck just shined on her. So she relocated to the UK even before me, not knowing that there was somebody in the UK helping her out. Obviously, I sponsored everything. So when she came, she started working. I visited her after about 2 months when she came to the UK. I had visited the UK before about twice. So I thought that my visa process was going to be fast and easy. I even thought I was going to get there before her, but mine was delayed. But to God be the glory, everything was fine. Now we were living in the UK together as husband and wife. So initially she was going to work mostly during the days. After like a few months, all of a sudden my wife started going to work mostly at night. I don't get to see her. If I come in, she's going out. It was awkward and it was taking a toll on our marriage. So I had a conversation with her. Why are you taking night shifts? Are you trying to avoid me? Did I do something wrong? She was like, no, that she prefers working at nights because of the serenity, is quiet, is this, and they pay more. But I was very comfortable even before we moved to the UK. I have a good amount of savings. So stop overworking yourself. I didn't know that my wife was having an affair. Most of the time when she says she's doing night duty, half of the time she's in her boyfriend's house, who she has been chatting with online for years, and this person lives in the UK. Almost 1 year into our marriage, I discussed with my wife again to cut down work so we can start trying for a child. Nothing really changed until I found a pregnancy test in one of the bathrooms. I believe she forgot it. When I saw it, it was showing pregnant. I was so excited. So I kept quiet, thinking she wanted to surprise me or something. After a few days, she didn't bring up anything like that. So I asked her, honey, are you pregnant? She said no, she's not pregnant. So I showed her the thing I saw in the bathroom. I even snapped it on my phone. She was like, oh, it's a false pregnancy, that she's not pregnant. I sent the picture to one of my female friends and I asked her, how possible is this that this thing will show you false pregnant? She said she doesn't know. Sometimes it can malfunction. But for you to confirm, you need to do it multiple times or at least go to the hospital for blood tests. So I went to the pharmacy to get those pregnancy test strips by myself, about 3 of them. I brought it home and I told my wife to test it in my presence. She was like, are you forcing me? I said, no, take a test. And then she did. The 3 of them came back positive. I was happy, I was excited, but she was not. To cut the long story short, I practically did everything during this pregnancy till my wife gave birth. My wife gave birth to a mixed child. Obviously, her boyfriend is white and the child is not mine. She came to the UK as a married woman, only for her to continue her relationship with her white lover. She didn't even have the decency to get pregnant for me. She got pregnant for him. I didn't know how to feel. Like, why on earth will you allow me to be a father to this child, to nurture you, to do everything, all the sleepless nights with when you knew very well that this child is not mine? Obviously, I don't even need a DNA. This child is clearly not mine. From that moment, I started regretting why I didn't take my friend's advice. Why on earth did I wait 17 years? Why didn't I just get married to the lady I was dating in Italy? I didn't want to betray her by getting married to somebody else, but I got betrayed after also waiting for her for so many years. This woman who betrayed me has moved on with her life. She has 3 kids for this white man. I don't know if they are married, but I know they live together. I'm still here, feeling bitter, battered, and betrayed. Ever since this happened to me, I have not been able to trust any woman. Even if I date a white woman, I don't trust her. At this point, I don't want to ever get married. I just want a woman to have a child for me, and I'm done with women. Currently, I have a British woman who is pregnant for me, but I don't trust that she's pregnant for me. I recently only started dating this woman a few months ago. I have met her just a few times and she says she's pregnant. Meanwhile, I stayed with my wife for 1 year and she didn't get pregnant for me. So I've explained my situation to her, even though this is affecting our relationship a lot, and I told her to be in the labor room and I want a DNA test immediately the child is born. Right now, I am not emotionally there for her. I don't want to be betrayed the second time. At the same time, I don't want to ruin a beautiful relationship relationship if this child turns out to be mine. I just need advice on how to balance my emotion and give this woman a chance. Leaving your partner in one particular country for years and coming back to them has not always ended well. As you've heard from mine, it ended terribly. And I've heard a lot of stories that ended terribly as well. Please don't do it.